are going to do the Gond art. And as you know, the Gond is bird is derived from Gond, which means the green mountains. And this is the folk art of Madhya Pradesh, but it is, we can see this folk art in Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. So the elements are the main subject matter is the nature, like trees, birds, animals, flowers. And in the same way which we do Mithila paintings, there is so much of similarity in Mithila paintings and the Madhubani paintings and in the Gond painting. The subject matter is again nature, as it is in the Madhubani paintings. But in in Gond art, the filling of the things is done with the dots and lines. We use dots and lines for making the for filling the main subject matter, because we are supposed to make the neck as well as for the face, and then the tree will be here, so we need more of the space on the top. Just shift it little bit on the lower side. This is the feather of the peacock. Now put your pencil here and let's make one more line. Okay, let's start with the neck. Put your pencil here on the lower side here and just make a curvy line like this. So let's make a circle over here for the face, and from here just join it. And I'm going to connect it with the circle on the edge of the circle here. So eye and the eyeball and the beak. Okay, let's draw the legs and the claws, curved line, one curved line, and in the center it is V, and then I'm going to join it the sides with the curved lines here. Okay, let's make the other one also same way. Now let's make one more. We can't see the body of that because it is hiding behind this. So let's make a curvy line here, a circle for the face, and as I told you, the neck will be little bit broad from the lower part here, and the beak, eye, and the eyeball. And bring it down like this, upside down U. See, it is going flat, then taking turn, and then upside down U. Now, after this, here, take turn and then make a curvy line. And then the beak is looking towards the upper side, here, eye, and the eyeball. And the same way which we did over here, legs and the feet. Okay, so now let's make a curvy line for the rock or for the stone, where the tree trunk is always little bit thicker than the upper part, because the branches split out from the trunk, right? Okay, so let's start with the tree trunk. It will be little bit broad, and as we will move towards the end, it will become thin. So here I'm going to make it little bit broad, and now as it is moving towards the upper side, it is getting thinner and it will join like this. Now, see, now there is no need to count the branches, or you are not supposed to make the branches where I'm making it. You will adjust the branches according to the space you have. So please, whatever the space is there, you will adjust the branches accordingly. There is no need to count or place the placement should not be the same. It is just according to your space. If you have more of the space, see, I am having more of the space on this part, so I will make the branch here like this. I will make the branch longer because I have more of the space over here. So I can adjust it like this here. I have less of the space on the upper part, so I'm not going to adjust too many branches in that part. I think all these birds are looking for the fruits. This tree is having some fruit, I think mango fruit or whatever fruit is, I don't know. But all these birds are looking at the fruits. They want to eat it. I'm just going to make the fruits, the curvy lines for the fruits. And then we will make the divisions for the patterns. Let's make the divisions for this, the partitions for the patterns, so that we can adjust the patterns in these parts here. You can make your own patterns. Okay. And color choice is again yours. As you know that the Gond art, we use the vibrant colors in the Gond art. So color choice is also yours. You can copy mine or you can choose the colors on of your own. And after this, get ready for the coloring. I'm going to use poster colors. You can use brush pens for filling it, or you can use the poster colors or watercolors. If you are using the poster colors, please make sure you are going to dilute it with a little bit of water. Shake it first and then dilute it with a little bit of water. Yes, a big brush for the bigger spaces, small brush for the smaller spaces, thin spaces. So I'm going to start with this and I'm going to use the yellow and orange. See, I'm not going to fill the same color in the whole thing, just the part I'm going to fill the different color. Like in the next block, I will use orange and then here alternate again yellow, orange. See, there is gap in between this and this. So the color will not get mixed. So I can use the color. It is safe. If it will touch the yellow, it will spread, but there is gap in between this. So it is safe to use the color here. Please make sure that the color will not touch the previous color if it is wet. We have to wait for the color to get dry and then only we can use the color in the next portion. Now in the next orange and red, I'm going to repeat the same thing in this one also. Make sure the outlines are neat and are not broken. You can just hold your breath and make the outline first. Red in the beaks. You can use brown if you have ready brown. Using or yellow in the fruits. You can change the colors also. You can use any other color. I have the ready brown, so I'm using it. Going to make the green leaves. Now we will make the patterns, and those who are using the poster colors or watercolors, make sure that the color is dry. Only then use the sketch pens or the or anything else for making the patterns. To be on the safer side, we will start making the pattern on the white portion here. We haven't used anything, so we can start making the patterns from here. By the time the rest of the thing will dry completely, I'm using glue and I'm making the curved lines as I told you that the wound art is the main elements of the wound art is filled by using the lines and the dots. So I'm using the curved lines for this. Do it neatly, don't rush. So I'm using brown for the tree trunk and I'm going to make the curved lines. You can make the zigzag lines, wavy lines, slant lines, horizontal lines, vertical lines for the tree trunk. So I just want to make sure that this whole thing is properly dry. So by the time it is white, I can use. Now we can make this is the whole thing is dry. So I'm going to make the dotted lines for filling this. You can use anything. You can make the circles. You can use the dotted line. It's totally up to you what you want to do. So let's start with the dotted line. I'm using the thin brush for making the dots, orange color for making the dots over the yellow part. I'm going to use yellow over orange. Now I'm going to use red over orange. So now I will wait for the whole thing to get dry. Only then I will use the black pen for the outline. Some seeds over here. And the tree is almost dry, so I can make the outline. Now we will fill the eyeball and I'm going to leave some white shine in the eyeball.